Heck, it's kind of funny. They get burning tires off, and I tell them, no, there's a crown bit comes in there.
There's a lot in this world we don't agree on. I guarantee you, there's a lot of the Gold Rush
I got to embarrass you one up just at the end of this thing, just to make sure. But you got to talk me through this. I don't know where the hell your hand's going.
Sit back there in the pits while you're working on the car. Look up at the big screens.
You read my mind. Fans, we live in a land with freedom like no other.
Mark Elliott. And Parker Lazenby. Get ready. Lights, camera, action. Welcome to the premier broadcast home of Demolition Derby.
What's happening, Derby fans? It's episode number 30 tonight. I got Mr. Dustin Anderson in the house, Mark Elliott here, and we have got EPR, Adam and Sam, both in the wing waiting. Dustin, how are you tonight, my friend?
Awesome. Another week, another pod, another great couple guests. Should be a fun one.
Guaranteed. If our, we'll call it a pre-call plan, is a preview for the coming attraction. My face is already warmed up and my cheeks are already rosy. I'm already laughing. We'll just leave it there. But Dustin, before we get them on, man, what's happening? What's hot in the Derby world right now? Where's your head at?
Well, Capital City Carnage probably, this is going to actually be airing next week. So Carnage is going to be done. I guess awesome group of teams. Kind of curious to see who plays out there. I could just go out on a limb and guess you would pick NLR with old BW. Just a hunch.
Don't be putting words in my mouth. I thought you was talking about parts. Now you're going to put me on the spot about who's winning the Derby tomorrow.
I gotta keep it fresh, but yeah. I mean, the other side of it is 100% parts. Kind of a cool new header collector design come out by Elliott Motorsports. I don't know, kind of give a different tone. Just fun to see new things. And then both Sky High and Kenny Rosno coming out with tie rods that got suspension in them to try and let them absorb the hits and stuff. And I know both of them have been trying to design them and have had a bunch of different iterations of them. And they both kind of threw them out on the internet last week. So kind of just cool to see new products, I mean, you can tweak a engine cradle or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's cool to see just completely new products.
Yep, never ceased to amaze me. And to no surprise, there's always going to be somebody chewing on their heels that they already thought of it, they already did it. But I did see that clip of Kenny. I didn't see the headers, but I saw that he'd been track testing them for about a year. So, you can't sell something unless you believe in it. And what I seen and read, he believed in it. What did I see? Oh, our sponsor for tonight, Gray Area Demo Parts. I saw that you're going to have to educate me. I saw that XP Derby Parts posted a picture of a UD cradle
it's the tranny
trans brace,
yep,
but it said get them at great. Right. I knew that much, but take me on the journey. The XP said you can get that at Gray Area. Is that because Gray Area is going to be at Capital City, or what's that all about?
I believe when Sam decided not to market them and deal with it no more, Gray Area bought the design, and then I think he reached out to XP to actually build new ones. So XP is making them, Gray Area is marketing them, or maybe they're just kind of doing it together. So a couple of good vendors there.
Yep. And good parts, and it never ends. And we love to see the innovation, and drivers love to test them out. So nothing better than having something dependable. there's always going to be plenty of worries when you're on the track, but the less worries you have because of those good parts, the better off you are. So looks like we lost Adam for a minute, but we will he's coming back. We're going to go ahead and introduce our team tonight. It's Team EPR. What an impact they made on our 2025 Gold Rush. And we got a little promotional video to kick them off here before we bring them on the stage.
I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love both never to come back. I see people turn their heads and quickly look away, like a newborn baby, it just happens every day.
Let's welcome Sam Bando and Adam Lemminger of Team EPR.
There they are. Sam, they had to throw that in there. They had to throw that last pick of you riding around with no left front tire. But Adam was giving you crap earlier, and I saw you smoking some people out there. Adam, I saw you right off the rip. I think it was in that feature last year. You come across that track, as you say, my Jesus, and lit that poor guy. What's happening, fellas?
Not much, buddy. How are you guys?
I think I was the only one on us to tip someone on their side, though. Just saying.
You gonna throw that out there? Well, we're a lot better seeing you guys and seeing the Godfather in the background there, Mr. Craig himself.
Yeah.
Guys, welcome to
How's it going?
episode 30. It's great,
Thank
Craig.
you.
Glad to see you, brother. Adam, Sam, you guys are probably tunnel vision right now on Vegas cars, I would imagine.
Oh, I've had those done for
tunnel
about a month.
vision's a thing.
What did you say, Sam?
Yeah, I've had.
I don't know if it's tunnel vision. It's been a lot of PR, I guess you'd call it. That's about it. We get called. It's an evolving derby, evolving build. They're all done with theirs, but I know the way of the builds, and it changes up to it. It's pretty stressful on the Vegas so far.
Yeah. What does PR stand for? Anything?
Public relations. They seem to call me every 5 seconds when there's an issue with somebody or a rule. And I've spent more time on my phone with them than any. Yeah, it's stressful.
Yeah, it's
Sorry, I wanted to bring an Imperial and they kicked me out.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had our cars done for, I don't know, at least a month. So I built my car and his car on the first generation of rules, and they seem to keep morphing. I mean, we get a lot of emails and changes, and I'm like, shit, man, I've had mine done for a month. So I don't want to go back and start changing stuff when it's constantly evolving. So that's kind of driving me crazy, but we'll see what happens when we get out there, I guess.
Yeah, well, fellas, all due respect, man, I wasn't trying to. I didn't realize it. I saw PJ and I talked to him, and I didn't get too curious with him, but I knew things wasn't great. But it sounds like a lot of stress. So I'm glad you guys are still digging, because I know you wouldn't have signed up if you didn't want to go out there and run.
It's definitely been a rough couple of weeks. We'll put it that way. A lot of drama there. I told PJ that I was going to tell you guys why and give you the full rundown of it. And he's going to not be happy with me when I let you know. But
yes,
at the end of the day, long story short, what he said to me was, you got to understand, Adam, there is a team with John Muse, Don Santel, and Bob Whitaker. And I'm terrified of those guys, and I know that they're going to kick my ass, so I'd rather just stay home so I don't get beat on live TV. Okay. So That's
he
the
is going
long
to kill
and
you.
short of it.
I even told him I had his back and I'd keep him off of him, but that wasn't good enough.
Craig
Yeah.
could handle all three by himself. We know that.
Yeah, we know that. And I am going to be in big trouble when he sees this, just so
He
you
is
know.
gonna
He's going to be so mad at me. No, I had to make light of that. In a nutshell, what went down with that, because everybody's got a million questions, and I don't know how many phone calls that we've all gotten, and I know BJ's tired of addressing it, but long story short, I'm not going to beat around the bush, just going to give you the 100% honest truth. Got a phone call, Sam did, right when we were expressing interest to run out there, and I think we all know PJ is a very, very passionate guy.
Yeah.
He cares about it. I mean, he puts his heart and soul into everything he does in this sport. And sometimes our passions get the best of us, right? So PJ has the bad boy reputation of being a hothead. And he didn't really, in my opinion, get a fair shake right off the bat. So maybe they had his number right off the rip. I don't know. Nobody's fault. Some stuff happened. Comments were made that might have gotten taken out of context with the rules and stuff. And you got to understand, when PJ reads a rule, he reads every line of that rule. He
and letter
breaks it down. And if you put a comma in the wrong spot, PJ catches it. Right. And that, I mean, that changes everything. If you don't put a diameter on there, if you don't put inch marks after 2 by 2, is that 2 feet by 2 feet, or is that 2 inches by 2 inches? So you got to understand, at this level that we compete at, I mean, everybody is I'm going to call it a professional builder. Everybody picks rules apart. That's the name of the game. What can I do to get one up on everybody else? I want to have the best car, the hardest car, have the most advantages that I can, because the level that we're competing at, this is the best out of, let's just call it 2 countries, because we recruited people to run the show from Canada and the United States, and it's from coast to coast. This is a big deal, national stage. You want to have the best. You want to go out there and have the best equipment possible, because you're going to have people asking you to do a podcast. You're going to be on live TV. I mean, it's a big deal. So he's just a super passionate guy, and I'm going to say his reputation of being overly passionate got the best of him. And at the end of the day, there was, and then Sam can relate more into the story than I can, because he's the one that got the phone call. We just had to all deal with it and work through it. But PJ made a comment to one of the inspectors out there. He didn't appreciate it. Took it as disrespect, and then PJ was asked not to run. So then we had to find a replacement. It's been a terrible 2 weeks. I don't know what the right answer is on how to tell one of your best friends that, hey man, can't go. But,
And a killer for the team.
yeah, I mean, that was
We're gonna miss a hitter out there.
It was major curveball for us. So we've been trying to take that in stride and deal with it and work through it. It sucks. There's no good answer. There's no good way to rationalize that, but we gotta do, at the end of the day, we have to do what's best for the team. And if he's going to go out there, if there's any chance that he's going to get mad, pissed off, because somebody's going to bait him or anything, because he's that passionate a guy, at the end of the day, Stern Dirt doesn't want any drama. They want zero chance of drama. And I understand that. I can see both sides of it. So if they don't want any drama, they don't want any chance of a confrontation or anything, I understand both sides of the story. It's just a bad deal all the way around, but we got a replacement. I don't want to beat that subject to death, but everybody wants to know what's going on, and that's the black and white of it. I don't know if Sam wants to go on with that or not, but
no doubt, Sam. I want to make sure I hit on something you said, though, because I think it's important. There's guys that are just dickheads, and they read rules and they try to smear it down a promoter's throat. Like they're making up shit. They're whatever. When you explained PJ, you couldn't have said that better, because he's on another level of hyper focus, like out on, if there's a spectrum of car building and rule reading, like that's how his brain works. He ain't like, how can I make this promoter look stupid and prove how stupid they are. He's reading he's understanding what he's reading. And to your point, anybody competing at that level, if they're not trying to have the best car in the world, then they probably shouldn't be at that level. But I just wanted to hit on that, because that's such a good point, especially about PJ. Like, yeah, the passion, yeah, the bad boy, and yeah, he will punch you in the mouth. But I got respect for that too, because there's some people that need punched in the mouth. Sam, like, where you, and I mean that.
Hey, I agree. I wish we'd go back to those days where if you were disrespecting somebody or deserved it, then by all means, I'm 100% pro getting punched in the mouth for sure.
No, you are. Sam, where's your head at, man?
Well, with that, it was like the first time I was out shed hunting when they called me and they told me about it. And yeah, we're not, like, I'll be pretty light on it, but I called PJ, and like when you meet someone like that and your ideas click, and I got to try and translate it, because what the people of the West don't understand when they're doing it is whatever anybody wants to say. You look at the Midwest, the level of competition in the Midwest and how we read rules and what we've seen and what you get beat by. When you go to a derby, you don't look at any other people's car other than, what did I miss that they picked up? And when you talk to guys like that, it halted the build big time on me, because it's just like locking up the brakes. Like, well, and then I had to like translate through tech, like, this is what he's meaning. This is what they don't want you to do. So I'm pulling back the reins on PJ, and me and him got really good idea. Like, we were so excited that night before. That's what blew my mind. I mean, we were talking about not listening to Adam and dropping 3 speeds in these things and just party. And it all switched by 11 in the morning. And that turned into 8.5 hours, 8.5, 9 hours, I think, with 10. It was literally a full day. And by the end of it, they said, oh, our bad. We can allow him. And then at that point, we had moved forward because we had no other option. So then we are back into a bad situation again. And it, like I said, it really killed the build. But it's that whole demographic. Like, a lot of people ask about running Utah. I've been running out there for 13 years. So I definitely understand what they want to see and what they don't want to see. But at the same time, there's ways to bring it to them. And they'll just flat out say no, even though it's right in the rules. And that's where PJ's at. He's like, okay, but it's telling me I can't. Or it's telling me I can. It's that. It's not even a gray area. It's just, right. Nope, we don't want it. Well, why? So, yeah, it really sucks. But
yeah, well, guys, holy cow, man. I appreciate you guys going there so much, because I was just having a conversation. I appreciate the deep dive in that. I'll say one more thing about PJ. When I seen him live, I was like, and I'm under a rock. I don't know why he's live. I have no idea that you guys are going through all that hell. And when he started talking, like, he wasn't on there, boo-hoo, poor me. He's like, I'm tired of the shit, and I'm going to say it so 5,000 people can hear it at once, and you guys leave me alone. And to hear you all know PJ like I know PJ, to hear him say, I understand I'm a lot to deal with, and I'm working on that. I was like, damn, that's powerful. Like, PJ don't say shit like that a lot. He'd rather, like, I'll run you over in the dump truck. I'll run you over. He said, like, It's a fact. I mean, geez, I don't have to explain that to these guys. You guys know. So to hear him say that, it gave me, I'm rooting for him. Maybe that promoter ain't for him. It ain't nothing against him. It's whatever. I pray like hell after all this, especially you guys go out there and get a fair shake. I pray that you guys have a decent track to even run on, to be honest with you. So
yeah,
we're hoping the same thing. I treat everybody with respect. I treat everybody how I want to be treated. And PJ said that. He's like, man, you're just so easy going. I don't understand why you won't stand up for yourself. I'm like, buddy, I got so much drama every single day at work. When I go to a derby, I'm going to a derby to have fun. I don't want any more drama. I don't want the chaos. I don't want the nonsense. So is it easier for me just to be a pushover, I guess, and just say, yeah, whatever, fine, I'll cut it. I don't care. That's just because I don't want to ruin my hobby that I retired for a while and then missed it. So somehow we got back in. I just don't want to ruin it. So I'd rather just avoid it. And yes, sir, no problem. Yep, I'll cut it. And absolutely. I guess it depends. If there's something that I feel it's like 100% like, no, this is exactly what your rules say, I'll try to make my point. And at the end of the day, you can't beat the inspectors. I mean, that's a proven fact in our sport. I mean, you cannot beat the flagman. You can't beat the inspector. If they don't want you to run, or if they don't want you to do something, or as a matter of fact, if they don't want you to win, they make it happen. So it's just I guess I don't have as big of a dog in a fight because I know it's a stacked deck. So I'd rather just be polite, respectful, and do what I need to do and go on with my life.
And lucky for them because, I don't think at all, Adam, I don't think at all that's a pushover. I just think you have a deeper understanding. And Sam, you too. I remember when we talked till we were blue in the face in South Dakota, it's like there ain't a damn thing we can do to change anything. Sam said, I already went to bat for us. It went nowhere. PJ, his growth opportunity, and he'll be listening. And I'd say this if he was sitting right here with me, his growth opportunity, he has trouble letting go of that. And he ain't gonna let that ride. Like he'll take that shit over the hill off the cliff before, he just says, well, there's nothing we can do to change it. So it is what it is, So again, that's more the respect I have for him for even getting on there and, because play that out if he don't just get on there and say, hey, here it is what it is, this is what happened, it's over, they're moving on and they're still going, if he just kept creating a bunch of drama on Facebook, and then he goes there, gets pissed drunk, and like that ain't going to serve you guys no kind of way. So he's pretty much like wash his hands, he's out. So that's pretty respectful to you guys too.
Well, I guarantee there ain't no other team out there that would want them to call you and say, hey, so-and-so's off. Figure it out.
Right.
And then they even offered a replacement. And it's like
oh, wait. I don't even want to
We got such a lineup of cars, like driving, and we have so much fun on the track. And, Adam's coming from the backside or PJ's coming from, like, I've changed a lot driving with these guys because I don't have to be it. I'm throwing lobs to these guys while they dunk. And everyone's like, you're not doing this. I'm like, this is the most fun I've ever had driving a car with the team. Like, I know one of them guys is coming. Like, and if they're hung up for a second, I'm coming. It's like, you have no clue how much pressure it takes off you. And when you get that unit, and then it's just a riot. But like I said, that part sucked on it, and I want him on the backside when I'm holding somebody and he's folding. I mean, but like you said, we're all still gonna go out and have fun, but it just kind of dampened it a little bit there.
Yep, definitely. And that's
Good life would have the hammer.
Sam, you know, you got my wheels spinning, because you know, you're used to hammering down. Is that Drake behind you?
Yeah, I pulled him in.
Yeah. You're used to hammering down like he did in South Dakota, and not that you didn't or don't, but what a pressure that takes off of you when you got Adam and PJ. And now you take away PJ, number one, I'll just say it like that. There's a handful of pussies in the sport, and it sucks that there's probably people that's happy that he ain't coming. They're relieved.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They're relieved, and we're laughing because we know that's true, and we know who you are. We don't got to name you. We know who you are. But that you got my wheels turning, Sam, because man, that kind of does like, now do you got to pick it up some, you know, where to fill some. I mean, it changes everything. You know, if you take away a puzzle piece, it changes everything.
The old timer promised to drive like PJ does, so he's gonna pick up the slack.
There it is.
Listen, if the Godfather turns that sucker loose like he did at Spring Explosion when I thought he was going to drive through the grandstands.
Well, that was it. I held up Derek for a second, knowing one of them guys were coming. I did not know it was Craig, and then he dang near flipped him over. I'm like, hell yeah. I was just fist pumping in the car. He just kept going. I mean, it's pretty sweet.
I tried to get him off the track.
He did.
Yeah, we know.
We had to take him to the chiropractor twice the next week.
No, I was fine.
In the wall.
Son, well, as long as you're the one dishing out the hits, normally you can avoid the chiropractor. It's when you get caught after the hit is when it's trouble.
I thought he was passed out.
No. So when I talked about Gold Rush being the hardest hitting derby that I've ever been in my life, I was not joking. I felt like I was running my car head on into a concrete wall and it was stopping. I should have put more weight in my car. I kept mine light, thinking that, hey, stock spindles in the front. I don't want too much weight in my car. I don't want to have a freaking hammer and blow the wheels off every run, which somehow I ended up doing anyway. I went lightweight. Terrible mistake. God, that knocked me goofy. I mean, I'm not kidding. Yeah, I'm not kidding you.
Go light in the front half, but in the back half, go heavy.
Yes, for sure.
I go the other way.
That was a terrible idea. No, you got to go heavy in the back. We always used to. I have a free rebar sponsor back here, so we used to always load our cages just from the back bar, all the gas tank protector, rollover bar. We'd load everything with rebar. Take forever, and it's a pain in the ass to pull it apart, but it makes a huge difference when you got the weight. I
told them guys to go spindles and not hump plates there too, because I got them one tie rods that everyone talks about that are a new phase, right? You seen them?
Yeah, well, we just talked about them a little bit, but we got the opener going.
2008 was the first time we messed with them. 2015, I've been running the same pair for 10 years, and everybody wants to know how I can keep spindles on. But best of luck to them. I never wanted to see them hit the market because it was an advantage, but their journey has just started. I mean, me and Schumacher got the spring rate and what they got to do for travel and finding the right, like, good luck, dude. Like, we got a pretty good machinist on that. But that's why I always had the confidence in the spindles on the front, not caring about the back, because you need to have it. Like, Drake will be running that car out in Utah this summer, and you don't even worry about it. He could take some of them big shots out there because of the weight of the car. But it's definitely, you learn on the stock spindles, and especially on a track that hard too. I think that's what ate a lot more wheels up. But
I'll take stock spindles and hump plates all day long.
I thought the same thing.
Build the car accordingly.
Don't look that way. Your seat points forward. Go forward.
Yeah, I thought that way too. I was like, oh, I want hump plates. I don't want to I don't have to worry about somebody wiping the ass off my car and it being trashed out, because I hate taking those asshole shots in the freaking gas tank protector. It hurts so bad. So I went with hump plates, and I forgot that I don't drive backwards. I only go forward. So I probably should have just put the Sminos on. I forgot about that.
You know what? In an 03, I would change my mind on that. I'll take your argument on 03, but I just like building Buicks.
Yeah.
I'm boring.
Yeah.
The placement of the hump plate is everything to me. When they say it's got to be on the face side of the tire, I'm not wasting my time. Like back in the day, we hit them on the inside. You look at a Cadillac, you look at a Buick, you see that bump inside by the coil spring. That is a game changer. You have it inside there.
Yes.
It is a party.
Yeah.
You tag it on the outside when an 03's already got it there. And now my bracket's there because you're running Watts link, which has changed because remember we were all doing the Watts conversions, and your brain starts moving it around, and now you don't need to use the hump plates on them 9 to 11s really. Yep. I mean, you just
a big difference.
Yeah, because that plate's helping you where it needs to be. And the one on the outside, I've tried with and without, and they're bending regardless. That's just on them cars anyways, I think.
So beyond Vegas, since we've hammered that subject pretty hard, what else you got in store for the summer? I know, Sam, you got some Utah stuff. You always go out there. Adam, you got any other plans? Spring X? Are you going to try and go back-to-back weekends?
Yes. Behind me.
That's that guy.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, not you two. God. Yeah. Somebody.
Yes.
I don't think we're going to be allowed to go there, though. I'm pretty sure of that.
I messaged them. I had a team that dropped out. I messaged them. I said, I'm in. I got guys. We'll do it. And it was crickets. Nobody even calls back, texts me back, said nothing. So I would be in. We'll get the cars done. Sam's already got a car done. So we already have a fourth. And, but I've got a River City car done. We're working on Adam's River City car done. So we're building cars. We could build a couple more.
I'll personally make the phone call when we hang up here, and I can't promise anything, but I literally told Dustin, I'm like, I'm throwing that freaking the seed in the dirt, because when I saw that same thing, I saw there's a spot. That's the first thing I thought of, and I mean, I'll just be 100% honest with you. The gals that's coming from the
hell yeah, brother.
Yeah.
HYB.
Brooke reached out, and now I'm gonna be in trouble, but I don't care. She just, people chatter, and she just wanted to know what I thought about the show, and I said, well, your biggest thing's gonna be it's not straight up, and that's a tough crowd out there. So, like, come feature time, there's a nasty pecking order, which EPR always shook that up and tipped it upside down that year. Craig got the job done. But I'm thinking, damn, man, that derby gonna kind of suck without you guys there. And when he said that night, that was the first thing I thought of. Craig was thinking the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he wants to go now. I told him he's crazy, but at the end of the day, I don't get to make the rules.
Well, at least Vegas is done on Friday, so you got a little extra time to get organized before that.
Yeah, drive home.
I don't even know what that far of a drive back.
It's gonna be. It'll be snug.
Rough. I got my helper back there. He's being unsocial. Car builder Chet back there.
Yeah,
he's on TikTok or something.
You better get.
You told him he gets the night off for a couple hours off tonight because we're doing this.
Yeah. You guys see Tyson Shelley all the time? Chet's trying to get his TikTok to take off like Tyson's.
That's random.
You probably can't hear what he's saying. That's funny.
Does he got a girlfriend that can go live and tell stories on him?
Oh, they won't put Claire on. Okay, here's what you need to do. You need to send Chet a Facebook message and tell him you want to see the really cool Godfather Cadillac picture of Claire.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You'll have to hit him up for that. It's kind of famous. I'm surprised you haven't seen it yet. Yeah, he's gonna make. Yeah. So funny story. We had. It was our Spring X cars. Our Spring X cars last year. Had our shit done, and then my old lady, Chet's old lady, and Mac's old lady said, "Hey, can we do boudoir pictures with your derby cars?" And we said, "Fuck yeah." Yeah.
All right.
It was awesome.
They
Yeah.
didn't ask my wife.
Absolutely.
No, I didn't ask my mom to come out. I left her out. So he didn't get any.
Not many good things about the back of the Cadillac.
Did you hear what he said?
I heard
He said-
there's something about the back of a Cadillac.
He said there's not many good things about the back of a Cadillac, but when you lay her on the back of it, it's way better.
Oh boy.
Claire's gonna be pissed when she sees this. She's
We
gonna be so mad.
we have surpassed PG-17 between
Yeah.
Sam's shirt or gone. It's our last
Yeah,
episode.
you gotta get a close up of Sam's shirt so everybody can read it.
It is the best, and on the black couch.
They didn't teach me where the censor button was at. We're screwed.
We don't get fined if we say the F word, do we?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yeah.
Yeah. How deep are your pockets?
Yeah.
Fuck.
We're off the rails now, boys.
We reel it in.
Who invited us onto this show? It was a terrible idea.
So anyway, we can't build cars.
I'm going to
fast
blame
enough.
that on Sam Williams.
We can't
Oh,
build
don't
cars
bring him up.
What, Craig?
We can't build cars fast enough, and I want to run everywhere. He's holding me back.
Yeah, Adam.
I have to sleep.
We'll just
I have
leave
a
him in
job.
Vegas. We'll have fun at Spring X.
I had the dream job back in the day where I built cars 6 months out of the year, but those days are long gone. So now
I
I do it
sent
at
in
night.
my application.
It seems like
I
every
want-
one of these pods we do, at some point it comes up about the transition in life or whatever as we get older and we get kids, and it changes your priorities a little bit, or the amount of time. Unless you're Sam Bando, then you just do more.
You
And then you
just
get Jake.
Eat
Then you get
pizzas
Drake
and you're
involved,
fine.
right?
Yeah. They'll feed themselves, they do their own laundry, and I just work on cars.
I just
I
locked
only had
mine
to
in the
watch it for a
bathroom.
few years. He's made
I locked-
it. He's still
He's
alive.
fine.
He's
He only
fine.
got
Yeah.
he only got
You know what the
dropped
pro-
on his head a couple times.
He's not all there, but hell, he's a
wait,
trooper.
If all you do is work on cars, why do we still have to finish your car at the Derby?
Because the rules changed the whole time.
The truth has come out.
Have you
Kept
ever
coming
seen me
from the
with a
top
done
rope.
car?
Yeah, right after you go through tech and get a stick.
I taught them boys that thing too. Ask Max about it. Max liked what I did at Spring
I told
X.
him to come. Yes, I
He
know
started
did.
to see it. I was like, you already went through tech. Now you get to do all the things you wanted to do that they were going to cut anyways. And now we put them in. We call them after inspection bars.
You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that.
Delete
Tell him,
this part.
Craig. Well, I forgot to hit record, so we're good.
We're good to go. That's the Pine City rule. After inspection bars.
That really that
Inspection
comment
bars.
100% happened. He's like, well, I didn't build my car on purpose. I know we got to weld the door
Shut
shut
up.
and put the cage in, and we got to put the doghouse on and maybe stick the engine in it. But as long as I get through tech first with the stuff kind of just jammed in there, then we can put it wherever we want.
Exactly.
I'm like, okay, I guess.
So
that's
you,
what
so
we'll
you
do.
rubbed off on Dylan Kunkel because that's what he did at Gold Rush last year.
Mhm.
No comment. He's rubbing off. It wouldn't be on Dylan.
Yeah.
I'd do it. I don't care. I'm not too proud. I've been married a long time.
What?
Huh.
So, Gold Rush. I know, I already know where we all stood, with the you lose and you're out, there's no shot. And in a perfect world, I believe we'd have a bigger bracket like we do this coming year. That'd have been a game changer for you guys. But is it fair to say that you guys are down with the new 12 team bracket where you don't show up to lose on the first day, but you can also win your way back into the main?
Nope.
Wait, tell me more.
Coolest thing that was going on was kill or be killed. And yeah, we did lose, and that's how it went. But now you just invited politics. I hate freaking politics. And we had to fight, support, put money, hotels, put people up, skip a week of work, all this stuff to get in the Elite Eight. And I'm just saying the others walk right through.
I love that. I love your honesty. Thank you. But help me. My brain needs help. So help me understand how that adds politics into it now. I haven't even thought about it that far.
Well, I'm assuming on the way back, like say you win your way back, is it heads up the whole way back? Or is there going to be a B main come back through? I'm not smart with the way bracket works, but in the past it's always been multiple cars in like a B main to win to get back. As long as it stays head to head. When you get 3-4 teams out, you get 2 working on one, and other people are just so happy not to run against the other team. So like, we'll help you, and then they do all the work, and then that team gets an easy slide through.
No, I don't know, but I think it's heads up. Man, I'm so glad you said that. I appreciate your honesty so much because, a 99 out of 100 other people are like, oh yeah, we love it. It's great. I loved it. I thought it's great because I didn't like that day one you're out. But man, I love that you said that because yeah, it is like you win or you don't, and you didn't win. So there it is. The end. Man, I respect that.
I sent a snap when I'd first heard about it, kind of Jerry Maguire style, and nobody really had an opinion on it. And then a few messaged me, and they're like, I never really thought of that. And then I did get a call, and it's like, dude, I just wanted to just talk about it with the eight captains, 8 teams, no outside influence, and I'm glad the other teams are coming in. Like, that's great. That's all well and fine. But you also got to realize they chose other shows when we had the options. We stuck with one. We didn't go chase in Tennessee. We didn't go down to Kansas. We followed. We stayed true. And then they just opened the doors. I thought there should have been a different way, but that's selfish of me on one way, but I understand it on the promoter side, but it's just me being selfish on this side, but I'm just raised different, I guess. I don't know.
Well, you're being honest, and we need more honesty. I mean, I know I'm not speaking just for myself to say that we appreciate that honesty. And what I like about what you're saying is because you're just being real, and you'll be the first guy to help those new guys out or whatever, or like welcome them. But that don't mean you can't tell the truth. Hey, it don't.
It's a really short one though.
Really short pointer. You had to trim the tip off of it for Vegas.
You won't be using one of them there.
No,
I didn't even put one on my car.
I did.
I hope you have to cut the point off.
I'm just going to sit there with a little grinder and a flap disc until it's exactly right.
Until it's 13.
Just start filing it back.
Adam, you got anything to add to that?
I guess I really don't have much of a dog in the fight because last year was my first year running out there. Yes, I've ran for Sam before.
I kicked his ass once.
Yeah, you can do that. We did kick Sam's ass once back in 2016.
Yeah.
We got a really big
Sturgis,
trophy.
right?
That was Sturgis, yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
They gave me an Imperial.
He did have an Imperial. And then we had to buy like 17 Imperials after he won with that one. That was bad.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. But no, I really don't.
Some of them.
No, I'm heading down there this weekend.
I don't have much of a dog in that fight. This is my first year at Gold Rush, was this last year. I guess how I look at it as being open-minded to everybody involved. The drawback was there was a deal made where it was going to be the top 8 teams come back. It was going to be the Elite 8, top 8 come back. That's it. I want the Elite 8, and then we're going to have a separate show for qualifiers, and we're going to kind of do it that way. And then the curveball came through, and Sam called me and said, "What do you think?" I'm like, "Well, Sam did say that, but at the end of the day, it's Sam's derby, and he kind of gets to make the rules. So I don't know if there's anything he can do about it. If he wants more people in the bracket, he wants more people in the bracket. I guess." And I understand bringing in new blood and all that. And I mean, it sucks for the guys that got 9th through 12th that don't get a comeback. They'll have to go back through the qualifying side. So it kind of sucks for those guys that ran last year. But I understand wanting to bring new blood in. I understand wanting to put more butts in the stands. I get it. I get it from every aspect. Do I really have an opinion on it? I guess I'm going to fall back with the old adage of it. It is what it is. It's Sam's derby. He gets to do what he wants. He's the boss. So if that's how it's going to be, then as far as I'm concerned, the 8 of us that made the show the long way through might as well go out there and just hammer the shit out of the new guys just for fun. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, I'm glad you said, like, you really just explained our life being a part of the promotion side of things, because his mind is always steps away from, like, it feels like he's always thinking, like, I had the same conversation with him that you had about the 8. I bought into that. I thought it was cool. I keep it simple, keep it small. And like, he is always thinking about a bigger picture, and it's always chess for him, not just like,
absolutely.
how am I going to make the next show good? He's 3 to 5 years down the road in his mind. So like, I can't even keep up. And I always joke and say, there's always something that he's either like hasn't told us or he has, and I forgot it because I just can't even keep up with it. I'll show up and be like, okay, tell me what the deal is, and learn the day of the show. But no, I can respect that of him too, that he is always thinking ahead, and definitely appreciate your guys' honesty on that. I know he does too. If he was here, I'd love to hear his response to that. But that's what I love about this, because, you know, Sam, you said some things that my mind just didn't think of. You know, it's not like, oh, now I have a different opinion, but I have a new perspective that I didn't have before. And man, this getting to talk to you guys and different guys on this podcast, man, it is just serving us so well. Dustin, any last thoughts on that?
No, I'm good. I kind of knew where Sam stood, so it's good to he can put it out there that way. I mean, well, he's already put it out there, but I get it. I get both sides of it. Obviously, talking to a lot of drivers and talking to Sam, I get it. 100% get it.
And then I think there's 2 wagons, 203s that they're pushing now. That kind of sucks.
I don't know.
You mean
I don't know if that's done, but I know
it's not done. Hopefully there's some kind of change, but there's because like basically when you assembled that team for the Killer Be Killed tournament, you bring guys, and we got the group of guys that like to run 03s pointed forward and put on a show. And like I said, so when stuff starts to change, it just, I don't know. It sucks. Like that car choice, when they're choosing on what you want to bring, you still got to drive the car. I mean, an 03's never been a dominant thing, but then again, back in the day, I like running imps, Craig run imps, and when they kicked them all out, but for a minute, Chev wagons were kicked out, and then all of a sudden, Chevys are back, and now you can run Chev wagons, and the suicides were back allowed, but imps don't really stand a chance at this new level build. You just need a full frame.
No.
When it comes to this level of build,
and then if you go to the full frame imp, it's just too cumbersome to really do what you need to do out there. It seems like
you just can't get the right lowers. You're trying to do like Cadillacs. We absolutely love Cadillacs. It is a nightmare to try and keep that one lower in. But I mean that's where you could twist up some stuff. Like back in the day, we tried to get to be allowed on the Cadillacs to run a different lower control arm and use, say, your A-arm strap to attach it in the back. That's a whole different game. Huh?
I vote yes to that.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I mean, if you're going to allow, if you're allowed to do a lot of O3 stuff.
Yep. That's what I said. I was like, let me swap this over. I'm going to weld the 2 tabs on the back. If it rips off, it rips off. But now it's really tough with the Chrysler. Chrysler's just ain't going to be in there. I love birds, but that's a stocker show type build. But that lower control arm just doesn't hang with the rest of them on them tracks. And the weight, mainly the weight of the cradles.
The sheer force of even just trying to spin the car around on your own without even getting hit with that single lower on a Caddy, any of them, it twists it way too easy.
Yeah, you need big fat tires, and you got to shorten up your travel on your steering. If you don't do that, then you are really you see most of them with a 550 turning and trying to do stuff with a Vic in a big car. You can't. They're a forward back.
Yep. Dustin, you can't speak on behalf of Ultimate Derby, maybe, but just on behalf of a promotion side of things, because you spent some time on that. Why tell drivers what you can and can't bring? Is it because like 403s or and ups are too powerful? Like, why that?
I spent a lot of time on the phone with Chris and talking 03 rules and some of them changes that are in there. We spent a few hours on the phone. I did not know about that part of it, honestly, when I heard it start popping out from some of the drivers and people called. So, and like I said, I think that's some of that's going to go up to some votes and stuff here. I know Chris is trying to get through Capital City and stuff, which when this airs, it'll already be after that. So probably when this airs, maybe this will already be resolved or the decisions will have been made, but I can see both sides of it. But why I guess everybody's got a personal opinion. I would be okay with 403s personally, but I get where they're going with it, trying to create a mix, but yeah.
That's what I'm getting at. I don't care whether it's Ultimate Derby or whoever. I don't care about that. I'm after the why. Like, is it so that
I don't know. I don't know for sure why. I know if it was me just looking at it, I think it's a lot to do with just not having four boring cookie cutters on the track.
It's boring. Let's just call it what it is. It's boring. When every car is the same, it's boring.
Yeah, I said four cookie cutters on the track. I agree.
But
it's boring.
But what was the most memorable in bone stock the last 3 years?
Wagons.
The wagons putting on a show, and everyone loved it.
Mm-hmm.
One team, 4 wagons, party mode. Like they did.
Yeah, that wasn't boring though, Sam.
Huh?
That wasn't
we're talking about people that actually hit though. They get bored watching you in an 03 just driving circles the whole time.
Yeah, because I got to try and steer you guys, because then you can keep your damn wheels on. Because a stock spindle's better.
Because we were going fast. If you would have been going fast, your wheels would have fell off too.
I don't think any of us went fast the first night. Pretty sure none of us could even move.
No, not so much.
Well, there was that. It was not ideal. There was a whole lot of not ideal going on.
3 rear ends going fast. So then I I twisted 2 drive shafts at that place. I've never done that in my life.
Yeah.
So
unreal.
And wrecked the rear end.
Those indoor tracks are just hell on equipment.
That's Chris's fault. That's DeFlorian. Shame on him. Such a great track.
He owes me a rear end. I tried sending him a bill, but it keeps getting sent back.
Yeah. Just send it on TikTok.
Oh, I like it.
Well, golly, you guys have absolutely fascinated me tonight, and I know that the viewers are going to just love this podcast. I'm going to repeat it because I sincerely meant it when I said it, and Adam's known me long enough to know if I don't say something unless I mean it. We can't thank you enough for your honesty. I get so tired of people. They'll tell 20 people except the person that actually needs to know. And it's not Derby, it's the world we live in. Thank you guys so much for just shooting us straight, because who cares? Anybody that cares is going to appreciate that they hear it from you, and not. I can definitely think that for Sam and Chris, they'd rather hear it from you than hear that you told somebody that, because then you're writing your own story for what you actually said and putting context on it, and it's always bullshit. So I can't thank you guys enough, man, for just being real and giving us some great laughs tonight too.
Yeah, I got a good one for you on that note too. This is a quote from the great Todd Mayberry.
Yeah, bring it.
God gave you feelings for a reason. They were made to be hurt.
Yeah.
You write that one down. You wouldn't have them. You would not have them if they were not made to be hurt. So I'm sorry, but if it hurts your feelings, you should have left them at home.
Yep.
PJ's new Derby shirt is going to be bob and weave.
Yeah. Golden glove. Yeah, Benners is taking a spot. So thanks to Jake for filling in.
That was my guess.
OG EPR.
He also promised to drive as fast as PJ does too. So we'll see. Worst case scenario, me and the Godfather here will get behind him and we'll help push. It's the same thing that I helped Sam do when he's with his girlfriend. Earmuffs, Drake. Earmuffs.
You don't talk about stepmom like that.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Don't worry about Drake. Don't worry about Drake. He'll be out in his truck putting more lights on the ceiling of something.
Well, I can't let her go in his truck because she'll trade in the bull for the young calf.
Uh-oh.
You see that starlight and be like, ooh.
She is closer to his age than yours, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah. I guess by the calendar, not by maturity, though.
Time out.
Yeah, I'm mature. Oh, he said he's more mature too.
Craig, and they're all going to be at your place soon enough. Just wait.
House needs to be wrecked anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, you should come over. He's got a real cool basement. Pool table, bar, all sorts of fun stuff down there. And the whole house stereo is awesome. I can blast the Leonard Skinner down there. And
I've been to one other house that they had the whole house wired with speakers, and it was freaking sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
Didn't Ricky Bobby's house have that?
Probably, yes.
He liked to go fast too. Hey, Craig, when Adam asked me earlier, he says, you want me in the garage? I said, I don't give a piss where you're at. I don't care if you're wearing a 50 cal bullet vest. You do whatever you want to do, Adam. We didn't know how he was going to show up tonight. And
we were working, but I really thought about going to get my night vision helmet and putting that on to get on the podcast, but my neck would hurt by the time we got done with it.
Yes.
Even better, we got him when we're 40.
Exactly. That's the truth too.
Well, fellas, it's been real and it's always fun. I don't know when we'll cross paths this summer or if it won't be until November. Actually, I do. I'm working in California. I'll be in Vegas on Thursday night, so I'll see you then. And I look forward to hanging out and helping however I can. But you guys, thanks again, Drake, buddy. Again and again, such a great job at Gold Rush last year. I said it then, and I'll say it again. You got a bright future ahead of you. So I always say, when we see young drivers performing like you did out there, it's a bright future for the sport. So, Sam, Mr. Godfather, Adam, longtime friends, thank you guys for coming on, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Good luck this summer, guys. Good luck in Vegas. Thanks for having us.
Boys. See you somewhere.
Yep.
Spring X. I'm making that call, Craig. I'll call you later.
God damn it.
All right.
I owe you.
Oh, Dustin, what a great podcast.
That was about what I expected. Low and tight. I love it.
Well, I needed that. It's been a long week, and I needed a great laugh. And me and Adam go back a long way. I didn't even want to get into them stories. Who knows what we could both put together, remember, but we didn't even get into a lot that we would have liked to talk about, but I've got so much respect for both of them for just continuing to put 4 tires on the track, because it takes so much sacrifice. It ain't just the money, the thousands of dollars. It's the stress. It's the phone calls. It's the disagreement with the officials. It's rules changing. It's all those things. I was not trying to strike a nerve there, but it was so real that I'm glad we went down that road, because I'd say this too, if John and Gumby was sitting here with me, they needed to hear it. It's their show. Who having a show wouldn't want to hear drivers just being honest about, how their experience has been thus far, and they're not even at the Derby yet.
Right. And every Derby is a commitment, whether whatever, but that particular situation is such a huge commitment, and to have to go through that from their perspective. I'm sure there's other perspectives on the promoter side, but to have to go through that from their perspective, and keep the resolve, find another driver, and still stick with going and not just say F it. There's something to be said for that too. And hopefully they can have a safe trip out there and put on a heck of a show. No one will be disappointed with the show that they put on, that's for sure. And yeah, hopefully when you're there on that Thursday night, you're helping them fix their cars for Friday championship.
Well, I'm glad you said which Butch is the reason I'm going out there, but I know they'll be pitted close, so I'll be crossing paths with all of them. I'm glad you said they're still going, because I had to I lost my thought for a second, because there's so many use that as the excuse and have a believable case as to why they're just not going to go now because of said experience. But they're looking at the big picture. They wanted to go there. They're giving them the benefit of the doubt. They've picked up Jake Benners, which I've known damn near as long as I've known Adam. And that sucks. I loved hearing how much it bothered them, not just because he's a hammer, but because he's a friend, that PJ couldn't go now. That sucks. And that's going to be hard for PJ. It's going to be hard for him to keep his mouth shut and not really get in the dumps about it. Rightfully so. Who wouldn't?
Right. And it's that's just hopefully a learning point for both them, and maybe from the inspection side, or just
for everybody.
It's a learning point for everybody to try and work through situations like that. But yeah, no, I'm glad they're still going, and it's like I said, it's such a commitment for something like that, and it's going to be, I don't know, it should be a good fun show for them, and yeah, turn a few heads.
Yep.
EPR.
Great podcast. Great job by those guys, and had fun as always with you, Dustin. This was episode 30. We are rocking and rolling, man, and we're about into the springtime. We've said it once and we'll say it again. Things are going to pick up. It's going to get harder and harder for us to make the commitment to be here every week. The honeymoon stage is wearing off, and I'm excited to find out what we're made of, because it ain't going to be an easy road for us. So I'm glad to have people like you and Parker, whenever he can get back on, to go on this journey with Sloan, Sam, the whole group for WeCrashTV.
Yeah, we'll keep building. We're gonna, I know we've been very eccentric on Gold Rush and stuff tied to that, but as we go through, we're gonna stay with current events. We're gonna get more drivers from all over the country, and yeah, we'll just brick by brick keep building this thing.
Love it, man. Brick by brick. It's episode 30, fans. 31 TBA, to be announced. We are going to try to get creative. We said it last week, that we want to try to shake it up. We want to freeze the last final 4 teams for the mod side of things, and we want to mix it up a little bit. So if it works, it works, and if it don't, then we'll be back on with the mods. But more to come on episode 31, and that's a good number. Shout out to old Trent Braun, number 31. Dustin, great episode, man. Thank you so much. And finish strong. Finish strong for the week. The week ain't over yet, and I hope you have a great rest of the week.
Yep, same to everybody. See you all next week.